Hello everyone, welcome back to the Beauty Professor. I'm Miss G, and I teach mature women how to strategically place their makeup to look younger. I also teach tips and tricks on how to get out the door fast, and I do wig reviews. So today we are going to be talking about being organized, and Seint makes that super easy for us because all of our makeup is in one compact, which cuts getting ready down significantly because you are not searching through your drawers or your makeup bag for your products, because everything you need to get ready is all in one compact. It's a magnetic compact if you haven't seen these before. Everything in here you choose and it just pops in and pops out. I will show you that in a little bit. It has our foundation, our concealer, our contour, bronzers, illuminators, lip and cheeks, perfume. We have solid perfume, color correctors, eyeshadows, lip and cheeks. This is an eyeshadow cleaning tile. Now this magnetic compact comes in many sizes and different colors. This is the smallest one. If you are if you just want to get your foot in the door, this is the smallest size. It holds 4, so it would be big enough to hold like some lip and cheeks like I have here. I'm going to be doing this beautiful look, so you're going to want to stay tuned until the end. This is going to be such a pretty look that I have put together here. But if you wanted to put your foundation, your concealer, your contour, and a lip and cheek in here and have everything with you in your purse ready to go, you can do that. It makes traveling a breeze because everything in here is cream, which makes it TSA approved, so you don't have to leave your makeup at home. You can take everything you want with you. Now we have larger sizes, smaller sizes, whatever you want. Seint makes it. So let's talk about cream makeup. So as we mature, our skin gets dry, and I'm 52, and the older I get, the more dry my skin seems to be getting. And when I was applying my liquid foundation, I was noticing that it was settling in fine lines and wrinkles and making my skin look duller and older as I would apply it. I would look in the mirror a few hours later and it would shift down. My concealer was horrible. I tried so many, I wasted so much money. It would not cover my dark circles, and it would just settle into those fine lines and wrinkles and make that area look older. And then to set that makeup, you use powders, which absorbs our moisture out of our skin. It absorbs our natural oil, which can lead to premature aging and dryness of the skin. So cream makeup is the ultimate choice for mature skin. It's wonderful for any skin, but if you're not happy with your makeup and you are mature, there is better makeup. There is a better option out here, and it is right here. Today I'm going to teach you how to apply it, and we're going to do summer makeup. I'm going to do light makeup. It's all about choosing the brush with Seint makeup. If you wanted to do light makeup, you're going to choose like this brush, the wash brush. If you wanted to do medium coverage, you would use a brush like this, the 3D brush. So there's options in brushes, not formulas. So it's all depending, which makes it nice because you don't have to have a full coverage foundation and then a light coverage foundation and a BB cream. You can just do it by a switch of a brush. It's another plus. 11 clean ingredients. So there's no toxins going on our faces. Toxins can lead to premature aging, dryness, and dull skin. This does the opposite. It has 11 clean ingredients, 5 which are occlusives, which means whatever you place underneath it is going to be held in. So that means you are going to get beautiful glowing skin. Now all I have on my face, I woke up, I cleansed my face, I put on hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and I sprayed my face with Seint setting spray. That is all that is on my face. I really have found that I don't need a moisturizer underneath my makeup anymore because this is so moisturizing. But you can, if you have dry skin, absolutely use it. Just make sure it is silicone free. Okay, so let's go. We are going to apply light makeup coverage. So I'm going to teach you step by step on how to do that. Let's clip my hair back and we can get down to business here. And you can see how fast this goes. Alrighty. I'm going to use the wash brush. This is going to give me light coverage. I'm applying my main shade. These we call brightening shades, and we use 3 shades as our foundation. It's 3D makeup. So it's going to, instead of using one foundation, forehead to chin, ear to ear, which makes our face flat, we're using 3 different shades here to build dimension, which enhances your beauty. So this darker shade, think of this as your foundation. The lighter shade, think of as your concealer. And the darkest shade, think of as your contour. I'm going to begin with my main shade, my main brightening shade, and this is going to even out my skin coverage. So I'm just going to apply this on the outside of my face. I'm just going to dip in with this brush and pick up the smallest amount. Now, cream makeup, I'm going to need to fix this again. Cream makeup, a little goes a long way. So I'm just going to pounce this in, and you can go really fast. And I'm just doing light coverage today. I like to do makeup that is pretty up close. So it's just going, you can see, on the outside of my face, right here. And then you just push it in as you go. Now you may have seen ladies or girls putting this on with fingers. That's fine. There's no right or wrong way to place this. This is the way I like to do it for mature skin, because there is a difference. I teach mature makeup technique. Now, ladies, we don't have any wrinkles on our jawline. So this is a good place to put just a little bit more coverage. I have melasma, and this, just by having a little bit more coverage right here, can make you look younger. So I teach tips and tricks while I apply my makeup. I also have an ongoing beauty classroom that is absolutely free. So when you switch to this makeup, it's not like I disappear. You would just go there and you can see, you can just learn everything. I teach things there very slowly, and I show all the shades, all the colors. I do eyeshadow looks and skincare, and there's coupons and codes whenever I get them because I'm all about saving money. All right, so I applied it all on the outskirts of my face. I have some melasma right here, so I'm gonna put a little bit more. So when I touch this, I can't feel it. If you feel it, it feels sticky, you've applied too much. Now there's a slight learning curve because we are so used to using liquids and just covering our faces in it. This is much lighter, I can't explain it. I can't even believe I used liquid now. So when you see me up close, you're not gonna see this sitting on the skin. It just blends into the skin like a moisturizer would. When you go outside, you're not gonna see it sitting on your skin. And I usually like to go outside to show my makeup, what it looks like outside today. It's raining and we really need some rain. So that is it. I just placed it all on the outside. Now, all of our brushes are dual-ended, which saves space in your makeup bag. I cleaned out 3 drawers when I switched over to Seint makeup. And now I'm just into this compact system. I have a few of these because I'm an artist, so I'm going into my brightening shade. Think of this as your concealer. This is gonna go in the center of our face. We're building dimension. Light pulls things forward, dark pushes things back, and that's huge with mature skin makeup technique. So this is gonna go right here. I want this area right here to be brighter. And I'm just putting a fine wash across my forehead. . So I teach skincare too. And if you're having dry skin, I can help you so much with a few products off of Amazon. Skincare does not have to be expensive. And I love hearing comments from my clients on how much better their skin is, and I get them daily. And it just makes me so happy. Okay, so this is just going on top of my lip. So it's just going straight down the face, on top of my lip. So that is going to make my upper lip look fuller. I'm going to pull this down. This is going to bring my chin forward. So it's not going around your mouth. It's just going right here in the center. And I like to blend as I go because it's just faster. It makes more sense. If you've seen artists like putting it all at once, that's really, really hard to blend out. And I think they're just doing that to show you placement, because really, I find that this is the best method. Okay, so that was right, like my T-zone. Now the triangle is gonna go up like this. So this area right in here, and it's not a lot. It's not like we're putting on a thick layer of concealer here, like you've seen people do. It's just a little smidge. It's just, because this is wax, we are just using just the smallest amount. It does not settle into fine lines and wrinkles, and it gets absorbed in the skin, and it just creates the prettiest glow. So I'm gonna just put a light amount underneath my eyes because I color corrected with Seint's Demi, and I will link a video down below if you want to watch how to color correct, or contact me and I will send you a video link. So see how I brightened this side and this side isn't brightened? This gives the lift here. This, you can just watch it in the camera. Okay, now the same thing here. So here's the rest of our triangle, and I'm picking up the smallest amount. When we're older, more mature, sophisticated, we want to use the least amount that we can get away with, because we want our skin to shine through our makeup as we age. It's none of that cakey, thick makeup and tons of powder on your face when you age, because that all settles into fine lines, textures, and wrinkles. Where this is cream, it's just moisturizing your skin, and it is just so good. I just love teaching women how to do this. Okay, so there is my triangle. Hold it right here so you can see. And that's pretty easy. I think that's a whole lot easier than doing dots and everything. So just think of this as a triangle, and then the rest of it is your main shade. And then I just go back in and I blend this in. If I need more coverage, I go back and put it on, but I'm looking pretty flawless. It's amazing. And I have the smallest amount on. All right. So I'm going to apply a little bit on top of my eyelids. I'm going to go into my brightest shade here. I just want to even out the skin tone here. And I do like this brush. Today, this brush is on sale with 2 other Demi brushes that I use all the time for color correction. 30% off. So you want to check that out. Seint's makeup rarely, well, I've never seen the makeup go on sale. Their brushes go on sale once a year, and it's this week. There we go. That's my first 2 shades. Okay, so from here, you can contour, or you can bronze, or you can do both. Let's bronze a little bit so I can just show you what that's going to look like, and then we'll contour. So I'm going to switch to the bronzing brush. You can absolutely use this end right here for your bronzer if you want. I like this brush. It's meant for the job. And right here, I have 2 different bronzers. We have 4 shades. I like combining these 2. This one is Bella. This is a fan favorite, and this is Heat Waves. And I just take the end of this brush and I bounce it in. Now, if you don't like bronzer, don't use bronzer. but our bronzer is cream. So it's not like you're putting a powder bronzer on, where the powder bronzer is going to absorb. Oh, look how pretty that is. It looks so natural. And I keep it towards the back side of my face. Stay out of this area, but keep it back. I keep it back towards the back side, just to warm things up. I like a little bit more on my forehead. And then let's just put a little bit here, go across the nose a little, and then down my neck. And I like to bronze my neck so everything is cohesive. It blends together. And then I'm just pouncing this in. Now look at that pretty glow on my skin. You're not gonna get that with a powder bronzer because it's a powder. It's not going to do that. It's going to flatten everything out. And it's going to absorb your moisture out of your skin. It's not going to give you this natural, pretty glow. Just so beautiful. It's pretty amazing. And that's all there is to bronzing. So bronzer is not to be used as a contour, and contour is not to be used as a bronzer. They are both different. Bronzer is warm. It's meant to look like the sun. Where contour is ashy, it's meant to look like shadows. Okay, so let's contour. Now I know this brush is going to be on sale this week. You want to check for that. I don't know what's the percent off, but this is the detail brush. It is the best brush for contouring. Now you could use your finger if you wanted. You could try with this brush. I like to use the correct brush for the job. And I like to use the smudge brush too for smaller areas. So I'm going to be using the smudge brush and the detail brush. So this is my contour. It's darker than these shades. This is meant to carve out some cheekbones, help disguise some jowls. We can knock some length and width off our foreheads and noses. It's just amazing. I love doing this on camera because you can watch as I do it, the change. Now these first 3 shades, you don't have to guess what shades you are. You just contact me. Since I'm an artist, I will match you and you'll get the perfect match right away. So it's free. It comes with the makeup. I come with the makeup. I would be your artist. So if you want to watch more of these, make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. And if you're watching this somewhere else, make sure to like my video. It helps my algorithm so much. Like it and follow me because I am on here constantly showing tips and tricks. I do these full-length tutorials, but I like to do little shorts too. So what I'm doing right now is I'm placing a small amount of contour on the back side of my forehead. Just think rainbow. If you have a narrow face, you would just place it right here. And you can see how now my forehead just looks like it's rolling back. It's just a little darker right here. Dark pushes things back, light pulls things forward. So I already brightened the center of my forehead. Now by doing this, I've knocked off some height and width. I have a wider forehead. Now the area of attention is right there. Isn't that amazing? Okay, let's contour the cheek. Now with contour and mature ladies, you want to keep your contour back. There's an imaginary line here. This line, you want to keep this in mind when you do your makeup. Our blush and our contour stay behind this line. So I'm just going to go in. I'm going to wiggle into my contour, pick up a small amount. And now this is going to start at the top of my ear. And it's just going right underneath my natural cheekbone. Now you can cheat and make it up a little higher if you want. What you don't want to do is pull this line down here because that's going to drag the face down. So we want our contour as we age to stay back here. And then at the end here, I just like to bring this line, blend it up. So I don't want any lines pulling my face down. And then you just push it in. So see that side? See how if I look front, how I have a cheekbone here now. Let's see the other side. Really, once you get the hang of this, it is so fast. I can have this, I can get this, my full face done in 5 minutes. And then a couple more minutes for my eye makeup. Fast, because I have everything here, and just application is so fast because I'm not messing with liquids and powders. There we go. And I'm just pulling it up a little bit here. And there we have it. I lifted my cheeks. Now watch. I love doing this part on camera because I am going to make my jawline look sharper. I want to knock off some, I just want to make my face look thinner. And I'm starting to get this under here, which I'm not very happy about. I'm doing face yoga to help that stay up. I'm going to put some contour there so you can watch, I don't know, so you can watch this change. Okay, so I'm just going into my darker shade here. This is going not on the bone, but right underneath where there's a shadow. Right here. And then you're just following along the bone. So I'm just putting a shadow here. Dark pushes back. All right, so now look, this part of my face is really apparent. This side has been lifted just by putting that shadow under there. You can even go a little further if you have a jowl and just slightly darken, see, the jowl. See this? See this? By just putting a shadow there. Now look at my face, how much thinner this side looks compared to this side. Is that amazing or what? Give me a thumb right now if you think that's amazing, because it makes me excited. Okay, now, side of my, I don't like calling it a turkey neck. I don't know what to call it. But I'm going to place some right under here. I'm going to disguise this. Now, can you see the difference? There we go. Amazing. Okay, let's do the other side. And it's the smallest amount. See how I just, that was it. And I'm just go back up here and slightly put a little bit on my jowl. Okay, and now blending out, just pull this down the center. This is going to give us a little bit of a neck lift. We're going to contour the neck with what's left on the brush. So you're going straight down. So dark's going to push this back even further, right here. And then you're going to leave this area bright. And then this is just going to be pulled down here. Pulled down here. If you want to add more to your brush, you can. You can even contour some, what do we call these, collarbones, if you wanted to. If you want to take the time, if you have like a wedding to go to or something where your shoulders are out, just make it darker there. See the difference? It's just, once you learn how to do this, it's just so much fun because it rewinds time. Look at that, it's huge. So let's do this side. So I'm just finding underneath the collarbone. I'm just taking it right underneath it and then above it. We'll go back when I eliminate, and we'll eliminate that. Okay, so maybe a little bit more. Isn't that nice? So now when I move, it's just, I don't know, it makes it just look younger doing that. See? Okay. All right, now I'm going to switch brushes. You can contour under your lip and your nose. You don't have to, but I'm gonna do it. So I am a makeup artist and I'm here to teach you. So let's do underneath our lip. I'm switching a brush because this is a small area. The smaller the area, the smaller the brush. I'm just gonna go a little bit and just apply the smallest amount under here. We don't want it to be this big dark spot. But the dark pushes back and my bottom lip is now fuller. Okay, let's move on to the nose. The nose. I have a pet peeve about seeing people using their fingers because that's way too much product. You are not gonna be able to blend it out. You're gonna be walking around with a muddy nose. It's not gonna look good. I'm gonna teach you. Use a small amount. So I start right here at my eyebrow, right here, and I'm cutting this bridge right in. And this makes, did you see my eyes just look bigger? I'm cutting this in. All right, now whatever's left of my brush here, I'm just going to work it straight down. It is the smallest amount. You don't want to be able to see this. You don't want people to know that you've contoured your nose. We just want it to make it look like a natural shadow. Now, the closer these lines are together, the more narrow you can make this bridge here up here. So I just take whatever's left and I just blend it down the side of the nose. But from the sides, you can't see that any lines. Okay, that is the ticket here. We don't want to see any lines. All right, let's put a little bit on the nostrils. I'm gonna flip my brush and blend it. So now I took off the width from these nostrils. Isn't that amazing? If you have a longer nose, put a little bit of shadow under here. I have a bulb on the end of my nose. So I like to make it look a little bit more pointy. So this helps. Okay. And then I am going to take a line right here where our nose dips right here. I am going to break it. Break this length. This is going to make my nose look shorter. And it's a small amount. My nose is reactive, so it turns red when I touch it. So now what's left is this bright bridge and the bright end of my nose. I can enhance this a little bit more by just darkening it up a little bit right there. All right. That is all there is to that. Now, what I like to do after this is just enhance that contour. I go back into my brightening shade and I just go right down here, right here, and there. That enhanced it. And then go right here. This is crazy. I love this trick. So it's going to enhance that even more, that light and dark right here. Now look what that just did. You can put a little bit right here, a little bit of a brighter shade right here, just to make your upper lip look a little bit larger. All right, so that is your first 3 shades. Pretty easy, right? Okay, let's move on to blush. All right, so I'm gonna finish off this lesson with a lip and cheek, and then I'll teach you how to illuminate. So I am using, this is one of my favorites. It must be my favorite because I'm almost out of it. It's called Black Cherry, and in the tin it looks really dark, but that's because it's in the tin. It is a gloss. It is so beautiful. Any skin tone can wear this. Here's a swatch. It is such a pretty shade. So I'm going to be wearing this on my cheeks and on my lips. This is one of those shades that you can wear year round. I love it. It's one of my favorites. It's just gorgeous. I love, love, love it. So our lip and cheeks, they go on our lips and our cheeks. So that saves space, saves money. So I'm just going to be placing this, remember our imaginary line, up high here. We don't want our blush to come down here anymore as we age. And I like to place some color right up in here too, whatever's left on my finger, because if we blush, if we naturally blush, it's just not going to be in one spot. So I'm probably going to have to hold my hair. So I'm just using the blush and bronzing brush, and I'm just going to push this in. And it's easy to blend. It's like butter. And see how pretty? What a pretty color. It looks so natural. And again, it's a cream, so we're not putting a powder on our face that's going to absorb our oils or our moisture and make us look older, because it settles into fine lines and wrinkles too. This is a cream, so I'm just putting cream on top of that cream, and look at that pretty glow. It looks just so natural. I love black cherry. Let me put this back up here. Let's do this side, you'll see it more. My hair comes down this way. Okay, so here's the line. 1, 2, 3. I need a little bit more back here. And then just like some up in here. Okay, that's it. And then I just tap it in. And once you get a hang of how much you need, then you don't need to use your finger. You could go back in and just use your brush. Now, often if your skin is dehydrated and dry, your skin's gonna absorb this and the color might disappear really fast. That's okay. It takes a little bit of time for your skin to adjust to all this moisture. So I'm just gonna wrap it around. All you would do while you're going through this time is just go back in and put on a little bit more. And within about a month, your skin will adjust and become more hydrated. And then you won't need to apply more. I like a lot of color here. It makes you youthful. Color on your cheeks is youthful. Isn't that a pretty shade? So pretty. So I do my eyeshadows separate because the tutorials just go too long. If you want to come back, I'll probably be posted tomorrow to see the eyeshadow that I always do a complimentary eyeshadow. I also do a graphic, so you can come back and see which colors I use to go with this lip and cheek, and you can, do exactly what I do, because that's why you're here, is to learn. And then you would purchase these and then just copy the look. And it is so pretty. That is black cherry on the cheeks. Now, can you see the difference of cream makeup compared to a powder blush on your cheek? Okay, let's put this on the lips. I'm not gonna line my lips because I contoured the bottom. I'm gonna use my mirror here to apply this because I need glasses. So I'm just gonna go in with, this is our multitasking brush. You can use your finger to apply this. I like precise application. And I like to smile when I place on my lipstick because it makes it more symmetrical, smiling. So I'm just gonna smile way over here while I apply this. And I'm staying it within my natural line. Dark lip liner is not the way to go once you're mature, ladies. I need to say goodbye to it, because that attracts attention to the fine lines and wrinkles around our lips. These glosses are super moisturizing and very youthful on the lips. And remember, it's clean makeup. So I'm just gonna blend this in. You definitely don't want to wear toxic lipstick. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my Cupid's bow. There you have it. Isn't that beautiful? Black cherry. And that's a gloss. Now I will have links down below where you can get a color match from me. So I would color match you to your first 3 shades. The I also have other links there. If you're watching this on TikTok, go up to my bio and then go to my Facebook, and then you can find my makeup classroom from there. And YouTube, I think I can link it in the comments below. Okay, so the last thing we need to do, I'm going to just show you how to illuminate. So I have this pretty shade. Let me find it. This one right here, you can tell I love it because I'm showing the bottom of the tin. This is called Confetti. It is golden. So I like to, you know, whatever color of wig I'm wearing, depends a lot on what I'm going to illuminate with. But this is very complimentary with these golden highlights. So I like to use the end of the detail brush, the small end, and I just dip this in. Now, again, this is a cream. So if you're used to using a highlighter, highlighters are very aging on mature skin because that powder and that mica and that shine finds fine lines and wrinkles and enhances them. This does not do that. This is the opposite. This is just putting a little bit of extra light catching on the tops of our cheeks to lift our cheek even more. I like to use it on that line right there. And this, for some reason, you can see it better on this side. So let's place it right here. I'm just going up right in here. Now I'm gonna smile. You don't have to use this if you don't want, but it's the cherry on the sundae. It just, oh, look what it just did. You can use this on your nose. I don't like to illuminate my nose. I did it with the brightener. You put on your chin. I don't do it there. You can put it across your forehead. I don't need any do there. I do like to put a little bit right out here just to brighten up my eyes a little bit more. Because it is light catching, it's going to lift. And that is it, illuminator. Okay, so I'm going to be ending this lesson now. I don't like them to go too long. Contact me if you want me to help you get started. Very affordable. It's very affordable. Each tin is $16. So, you know, you can get your foot in the door with a brush for under $100 and have everything you need to get ready all in one compact. You do build up credit towards a compact on your purchases. So if you spend $100, you could, if you spend $65, you end up getting a small compact for $2. So that's how that works. And the more you spend, the more compact credit you get. All right, thank you for joining me. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. And take care. Have a good one.